Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean.
Alright.
And this is Everyday Food Reviews. Today, we've got a bit of a different video for you. We've got a discussion video to recap what's gone on in the last month, what's potentially coming up, what we spoke about, comments that have popped up. There's no food and drink reviews today, so if that's something you wanted to see, then you can just have a look what we're talking about in the description and the timestamps and decide if you want to watch. We don't want to keep people who don't want to stay. But yeah, it's gonna. We've been told that people like to listen to us even if they're not watching, so it's more of a casual, comfortable podcast discussion video, monthly review thing.
Yeah, I'm reluctant to call it a podcast. Working title at the moment. It's something that if it pans out all right, we'll be doing monthly is the idea, but that could change. So at the moment, working title is Month in Review. So welcome to episode 1 of Month in Review.
Should we do a nice little a thumbnail? Episode 1. So bear with us. Like I said, there'll be timestamps in the description of stuff that you might want to watch and instead of some others. So yeah,
we've got a loose format. We're going to start off with some news that's occurred over the last month. I've not managed to find any real upcoming news, but in an ideal situation, we'd be talking about things that are coming up, but the current situation in the UK doesn't lend itself to things being announced too far in advance. Then we're going to move on from news and talk about the things that we've reviewed over the last month, just some of the highlights, and then we're just going to go through some quick channel updates if there are any, and we're going to any other things we want to talk about or any comments we want to address, we'll address at the end. And we were thinking as well at the end, we can, if there's any talking points that are raised in the comments of this video, we can address them in the next one. So I spend a lot of time trying to reply to all the comments, but sometimes reply in quite a bit of detail. But if there's anything specific you want to ask that you think might warrant a detailed answer, you can ask that in this video and we'll try and address it in the next month in review.
Yeah. It's fair to say that you replied to a lot of the comments because, the nature of, like, the way you work and stuff. Like, I can't always, on my breaks and stuff, I can't always just jump straight on my phone because of what I do for a living, whereas it's a little bit easier for you to do that.
Yeah, I just do it in the evenings. Like while I'm exporting a video or something, so that takes 20 minutes, and uploading a video takes half an hour. While I'm doing something like that, I'll just check the comments and reply to the ones I can reply to.
And I do see all the comments, and you always send me a screenshot of the ones that are addressed to me. Yeah, it's just easier for one person to have the email on their phone, isn't it? When you get comment notifications. Yeah. So.
And there's the Discord as well for more.
Yeah, which there'll be more on stuff like
discussion.
That in the channel updates.
Yeah.
So, kicking us off, Monster.
Yeah, so I've got my laptop to the side with the list of things we want to go through, and I'm going to be using it for reference. So,
and again, I've got my iPad with the same things and with Sean in the corner.
So, there's a couple of news items with regards to Monster. First of all, we've got Monster Mule and Monster Ultra Fiesta have been released in the UK, and the Monster Mule is a sugar-free variation, which it hasn't been anywhere else apart from the other places it's already been released in Europe. The other other Monster news is four, I think it's 4 product names, but 5 SKUs have been withdrawn from store shelves because of elevated levels of propylene glycol. Now, propylene glycol isn't harmful or anything. I've not been able to find out why these elevated levels would actually lead to it being recalled, whether it's because it's a manufacturing error and there's more than there's meant to be in there, or whether it's been deemed unsafe, even though it shouldn't be unsafe and it's nothing to be concerned about. But the drinks in question are the salted caramel and vanilla espressos, the Lewis Hamilton LH44, and Ripper. I think the old and the new cans have been withdrawn of Ripper. So that's why I say it's four things, but Ripper had a can redesign. So that might be the same SKU actually, and just a different can design, I'm not sure. But yeah, they've been withdrawn, and we're not really sure why. Any source I can find for it just says, it's at elevated levels of propylene glycol. Nowhere suggests that it's dangerous, but yeah, it's a common food additive. It's in loads of things. So I think it's used as like a flavour carrier.
Okay.
Like a solvent for flavour.
Right.
Is what I think. But I'm not sure. I'm not a chemist. But yeah, don't know what else to say about that. It was just an actual piece of news.
We believe there's more flavours coming as well.
Yeah, they've announced with some degree of certainty, and you've spoken to a Monster rep at Bus Stop News who's confirmed that Monarch is coming, which we were fairly certain of.
Which we believe is the exact same or almost the same as Papillon.
Yeah, it's like a peach flavour. There were rumours of Monster Max coming. Or Monster Nitro. There were rumours that it'd be called Monster Nitro in the UK, but we've had it before but not reviewed it on the channel. It's a nitrogenated Monster energy drink. It's got a higher concentration of caffeine, and it's got nitrogen in it rather than carbon dioxide, or in addition to carbon dioxide, I'm not sure, but it makes it much smoother.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be
Guinness
coming in,
or something.
Yeah. And it's going to be coming in like you say, a higher concentrate of caffeine. So it's actually going to be in rough size wise Red Bull cans.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think the one we had before, the American one, was in 355ml cans, and it had 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
So I would expect it to be in the region of 250ml to 330ml, and it will have between 120 and 180 milligrams of caffeine is what I'd expect for the UK market. But we've not got that confirmed, have we? We just know it's a smaller can and it's more caffeine.
Yeah.
And more interestingly, perhaps, you've been told that there's 2 new flavours of Rain coming.
Yes. So he was in Bus Stop News. It's where Adam orders his stock from of Monster, and showed me his tablet and showed me the things that are coming and just everything that we've seen. And 2 new flavours of Rain, as well as the Monster Mule, Monarch, Fiesta, and the Nitro were at 4 new. They were all supposed to come out at roughly the same time, but due to what's gone on, it's they've been staggered. And then there's 2 new Rain flavours as well.
Which 2 are they?
They are Orange Dreamsicle.
Yeah.
And Peach Fizz. Is it Peach Fizz? Purple Fizz? I can't remember the name of that now.
I think you... I can't remember what you told me.
No, I can't. Oh, no.
Because I think you text me one, and then on the phone you called it something else, and I said... I can't remember if you text me peach or purple, but then on the phone you said...
Have you got the WhatsApp convo on your iPad, on your iMac?
I'm finding it now, because I think you said peach, and then on the phone you said purple fizz, and I said, do you mean peach fizz? And you said, yeah, whatever I've said in the text message, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's peach fizz and orange dreamsicle.
Or did you actually even text it me? Or did you just correct yourself?
Just search rain. Search
that's what I've
rain,
done.
and it'll be like the last entrant.
Just clicked on the wrong one. 2 new rain flavours. Which ones? This is another bullet point. And then that's when you rang me. You didn't tell me on WhatsApp which ones.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's peach fizz and orange dreamsicle.
Okay.
It wouldn't be called purple fizz, would it?
I wouldn't think so, unless
No.
it was going to be a Vimto flavour, and that wouldn't come from America.
No. So yeah.
I know which one I'm more excited for.
Yeah, we've heard that the orange dreamsicle's massive, so...
Yeah, but that's the one people
In the
on
US.
Reddit seem to rave about. It's the orange dreamsicle.
So
I'm excited
some stuff
for
to
that.
look forward to there in the world of energy drinks, as well as bad times of losing Ripper.
Yeah. No, I think Ultra Watermelon and Ultra Gold have come out. I think Ultra Watermelon might have come out last year, but Ultra Gold in the US has officially come out this January, I think.
Right.
And that's a pineapple flavoured one. That's apparently pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, it's nice to look forward to Monarch and the 2 rain flavours, because we know those are definitely coming, rather than blindly looking forward to things that may or may not ever even come here from America. So
moving on.
Yeah.
Sean's done a few shorts on the, or at least one or is it 1 or 2 or a couple, on the McDonald's app vouchers.
So I only ended up doing 1, because after the
Okay.
chicken sandwich one, they were all a bit naff, and they're only on Mondays. They call it McDonald's Mondays, whereas the KFC ones have been a bit better up until this week, where it's a half-price vegan chicken burger, which, I mean, is a good offer if you want the vegan chicken burger, but, I mean, it's still going to end up being £2 for a burger, whereas before it was like a half-price fillet tower meal, so it was about £3 for a fillet tower
For
meal.
all meal.
Yeah. But yeah, the apart from the one this week, they've all been pretty good. But yeah, the McDonald's ones, they've only been for 1 day, and it was a 99p chicken sandwich, and then I think it was 99p chicken selects, and I've not even been paying attention.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, because I was on my way to work and I stopped by McDonald's for a breakfast, and there was a notice which I've sent a picture to you.
You didn't.
Oh, well, I meant to put it so you can put it in the video.
Yeah, you told me about it on the phone.
Yeah, there's a notice on the window saying that they're going to actually stop the McDonald's app vouchers from, I think it was the 1st of February or 2nd of February, so... Yeah, so yeah.
Not sure what they mean by that, whether it means they'll stop accepting them in that specific store, or whether that's just the end of the
Yeah, it was
run.
just an A4 piece of paper, like, stuck into the drive-through window.
Yeah.
So, and obviously the one that I go to, this one, the one that I've gone to is the franchise one. So whether or not that's specific. So look out for that. And yeah.
So I think that they were only planning on running that McDonald's Monday thing for a few weeks anyway.
Right. Okay.
So it sounds like it might just be coinciding with the end of the offer anyway. But like you say, it might be because they're a franchise one and that they've not been properly told about these offers.
Yeah. And KFC app offers?
Yeah, so like I said, we've had just a few half-price offers. I'm not sure how long they're going on for. If I can find any confirmation. I mean, they said at the start of January it'd be a new offer each week for the next few weeks. But, I mean, from the Southern Bites video, how sort of good KFC are at communicating new releases. Sometimes they announce things way in advance, like the Double Down. Other times it's just like, it's already been out a day and then they email you and say it's out and there's no announcement anywhere on social media.
Yeah.
but I'm not going to sit here and tell you to sign up to the KFC newsletter just because of that. I think it automatically signs you up if you download the app, though, and I would recommend the app. The app's pretty good.
Yeah, every time we go to KFC, you tend to go in more than me because you get to scan a QR code and get a free snack box or
Yeah.
something.
Well, on the KFC app, I'm still registered as a student, so if I spend over £3, I get a loyalty stamp and I get a student reward. But the student reward seems to vary. Some KFCs will give you a free Crush'em, some of them will give you a mini fillet burger, and some of them will give you a snack box, and some of them will give you a choice.
Yeah.
And then you get the loyalty points, whereby if you get 3 of them, I think you get a free side, like beans or a drink. If you get 6 of them, you get a free snack, like a snack box. And then if you get 11 of them, you just get a £5 discount. And you get a stamp for every £3 you spend.
Okay.
So they add up pretty quickly, especially if you go in there, get 2 mini fillet... This is what I used to do when I was at uni. 2 mini fillet burgers and a dip. The dip's there because it's 30p. So the mini fillet burgers are £1.49. So the dip's 30p, it takes it to £3.28. You need to spend over £3 to get the free student reward. So for £3.28, get 2 mini fillet burgers and an original recipe snack box and a dip for the fries. And the loyalty stamp.
It's alright then, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, well, if you do find yourself going to KFC a lot, it's, even if you're not a student, it's well worth signing up to if you're going to get similar rewards.
Yeah, if you spend the money anyway, then you might as well get the points, I'd say.
So moving on into our month in review, we may as well start with KFC as we've just ended the first, general news section with KFC.
Yeah.
We're talking about Veganuary. KFC, they released a vegan burger again. Yeah, I don't know about you, mate, but I feel like did I mention it a couple of weeks ago in a video, at the end of a video? Yeah. I just feel like they've not done anything.
Yeah.
And I know I say not done anything, I mean like the rest of the other establishments and a lot of other places, maybe it's because of the times we're in at the minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't feel like there's anywhere near as many options as there was last year.
It's certainly not been pushed in the same way that it was last year.
No. And we've said, we're not the biggest fans of vegan food but we can't deny what it can do for the planet. But even we've noticed that, like you say, there's hardly been anything pushed this year.
Well, I think we're the people who would notice because people who are already vegan have already got vegan diets.
Yeah.
So they're not going to notice necessarily if something vegan's promoted unless it's something like KFC that traditionally has no vegan options.
Yeah.
So that there could well be other things out there that we've just not noticed because it's like special offers from places that are already vegan, so it's just not made it into our sort of sphere. But in any case, I think Subway. I heard Subway had another vegan sandwich.
Well, news to me.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think it was some sort of vegan BMT.
Right.
But again, it's not been sort of promoted in the same way. But then again, like you said to me about the Tiger Pig, you saw that on a sign at a bus stop.
Sorry, no, it was on a Subway as I was going past the bus stop.
Right. Okay. But in any case.
But we saw nothing, did we? We didn't see anything.
Not on social media or anything. But that's what I'm saying. There might be posters out there. I remember the first time the Double Down came out in my memory, there were posters everywhere at bus stops and everything. But obviously, this January, there might well have been posters about, but I've not been out the house to see them.
Mm.
So I don't know if that comes into it as well. Or the fact that, all the media I consume is all online. So I'm not getting, adverts on Coronation Street because I don't watch Coronation Street. I watch YouTube. The adverts on YouTube aren't going to be about veganuary like TV adverts might. It might just be that I'm not sort of in the right places to be marketed to. But then, apart from not going outside, I'm still in the same position in terms of media consumption as last year. And last year, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
So
there has definitely been a change.
Yeah. I know people are going to say it's obvious the reason why. It's like, it might be on the one hand, but then on the other hand, we're still getting a lot of Deliveroo and Uber Eats and Just Eat adverts all the time everywhere.
Yeah. Everything I've seen more Just Eat adverts in the last few months than any other like food adverts.
Exactly.
I've seen more Just Eat adverts than like McDonald's adverts, and McDonald's adverts are bloody everywhere.
Yeah.
So, we also said privately that it's also maybe in bad taste as well, because it's like they don't want to encourage people to go out and get these vegan specific options when people should be staying at home.
Yeah, there is that, but like you've said, Just Eat have been marketing more heavily. So they could promote the items without promoting the notion that people should go out and get them.
KFC vegan burger available on Uber Eats.
Yeah, now that's the thing I wanted to talk about with regards to these special app offers on McDonald's and KFC. It's like KFC on Uber Eats, KFC half price vegan burger, McDonald's Mondays.
Let me guess. They're not available on Uber Eats.
The offers, no. Well, I don't use Uber Eats, I use Deliveroo or Just Eat. But, on Just Eat, McDonald's has been free delivery if you spend over $5 for the last, I think, month and a half now. It's been going on for a while, which is pretty good. Because it means, like a couple of triple cheeseburgers and a mayo chicken or something to share with my girlfriend. That's just over $5, and they deliver that for free. I assume and I hope that the delivery drivers are still getting paid the same amount.
Yeah.
But, for me, and there's no app fees either, whereas normally on Just Eat there's a 50p service charge, and the prices for McDonald's are the same as they are on the actual menu, whereas on Uber Eats I think they're jacked right up, and you pay £4 delivery, and Uber Eats have the worst customer service I've ever experienced in any segment of service.
Yeah.
But yeah, they say, oh, half price vegan burger this week. Sorry, what was the point I was making? The point I was making was that, that you might think they're not trying to encourage you to go to the restaurant, and I can say, yeah, but Just Eat's been marketing really heavily, so it's like they're not actually doing that. But actually, with these app offers, that's exactly what they're doing, because the only way to use them is to go and use them in the restaurant. Because you can't even use them in the drive-thru. Because if I'm driving, I'm not on my phone opening the app to scan in the QR code. Because that's illegal.
It's not just illegal, because I'm sure people have done it. But there's nowhere to scan it.
No. Well, I've not tried. I assume they wouldn't do it, but I also know that they do take contactless payment via Apple Pay at the drive-thrus. But yeah, it's that they're forcing you to go into the shop for it.
Yeah.
I would like to see the option to pay the app prices and either get that delivered or reserve it for collection at the drive-thru or something. I don't know how they could work that, but I'm sure they've got the money and the technology to do it. It's just sort of, it just seems like to me like a conflict of ideals. Like they want people to pay the delivery and get the food delivered, but it's like you're just paying twice, because you're paying for the delivery and you're paying the higher prices because you can't use any special offers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got any thoughts on that.
No.
you've not been ordering for delivery from like the chains like KFC and stuff. Because
Well,
that's not an option
none of
where
them
you
do it
live,
around
is
here
it?
for me.
No. No.
So.
Yeah, that's the other thing, of course, is I think I saw Blue Van Man mention on Twitter that where he lives, he can't get Deliveroo delivered to him because the Burger King burger, and I went through a similar thing, except I could get it delivered to me. Burger King had a burger that was exclusive to the online delivery services. You couldn't buy it in the restaurant, but because the prices are jacked up and you have to pay delivery, it was something that should have been about a £5 burger, but it was about £7 on the app, and then you had to pay £4 delivery. So if you want just that burger, if I wanted to review just that burger, I think it was the double barbecue melt or something. If I wanted to review just that, it would have cost me over a tenner.
Stupid.
So, like I say, it is an option for me to have it. Blue Van Man's argument was that he literally couldn't even try it because they don't deliver to him. But yeah, for me, they do deliver to me. It's just I'm not paying that.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, let's start talking about some better things.
Yeah.
McDonald's Katsu. Right, this is sorry. As we said, this is the monthly review section. McDonald's Katsu nuggets, amazing.
Yeah.
I've had them again since. Don't want them to go. More than chuffed with them. Just give us just a really nice option.
Make them a permanent item along with the Big Tasty that came along.
I can take a leave of the Big Tasty.
Right at the end of December, just in time to save 2020, they brought the Big Tasty back. I'm not going to admit, like, on record how many Big Tasties I've had.
Yeah,
I'll probably get on the
I
scales and work it out, though. Do the maths.
I've been to McDonald's a couple of times in the last week or two, and I'm just on double quarters. Just get them and a drink. That's all I need. Perfect. I'm buzzing. That's a permanent item. So yeah,
I'd like the Big Tasty to be.
We also looked at the KFC Southern Bites.
Yeah. Now this I was pleased with and I was excited about, but you had slightly different.
I did. I was like, at one point. I wouldn't say my communication was bad, but it was so apparent that I was disinterested. Sean thought I just didn't want to do them, and that he was going to have to review them on his own.
Yeah, I said to John, I sent him a message and said, I think we spoke about this a little bit in the video, but we said we'd talk more about it here. I sent him the message because I said, these are out. Do you want to do them this Friday? Or are you not interested and I'll do them on my own? And from what John said to me, I said to him, oh, I think that answers my question then, I'll just do them on my own. And John
I think I just replied with like an emoji, like a emoji kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that was my view. They were really good, to be fair. The sauces were really nice, but yeah, I like new stuff. I like to get excited about stuff I've never had before.
Yeah. So on the one hand, what my defence of that being a sort of reissue thing was, A, it's not been out in a couple of years. B, the most recent iteration of it was the
Daredevil
bite. I always forget the name of them. The Daredevil ones, which came in 3 chili sauces rather than a chili or a barbecue.
Yeah.
And C, it's something rather than nothing. They don't have to bring anything out given the current circumstances, that I'm sure they'd be forgiven for bringing nothing out. The fact that they're doing something. Then on the flip side of that, there's the fact that McDonald's Katsu Nuggets came out. However, they were sort of announced before the latest round of restrictions were announced.
Okay.
But you had strong feelings in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain those?
What? Just why I wasn't happy with not having something new?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like you say, you know, the current, the current times are rubbish. Everyone knows that. A lot of people are getting fed up now, and I just think companies like them have got easily enough opportunity to bring out something exciting and to treat us to
people up a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Because whether you like it or not, a KFC, a McDonald's, a Subway, it's not just food, it's a bit of a treat. And it's, even if you go every day, it's, it can be a highlight of some people's days. It's hot food, it might be the only hot food available to you. And it's just nice. It's consistent, like we've always said, it's not like the best, but it's decent and it's consistent. And yeah, it can... and there is a following. Obviously, people wouldn't go if they didn't like what they did. So,
yeah, I'd be more reluctant to call KFC consistent, but other than that, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I did go to KFC the other day and got the bites from a different KFC and tried both of them, and they definitely are very different to chopped up mini fillets.
Mm.
Which is nice. They're a lot crispier and they're not seasoned in the same way.
And they're proper chunks of chicken as well. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't think I had a bad one across 8 of them, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. To try and prevent the video going too long, we won't spend too much time on channel specific updates.
No. Well, there's only a couple. I've started I've started making the shorts on YouTube. I'm not sure what people are thinking of them, but I was more concerned at the start. But then since then, a few of the shorts have gotten so many views and so many new people subscribing to the channel and watching our other videos. I'm still a little bit concerned as to what the people think who've been with us from the start, whether that detracts from the rest of the channel.
Yeah.
But I think given how many new people are enjoying them, I think it's something I'll try and carry on doing as and when it's appropriate to do a short. And with that in mind, with the short format on YouTube basically being a rip-off or a copy of the format of videos on TikTok, I started a TikTok account and I've been putting on some shorts and some clips. I've not been uploading a lot to it, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was something where we could put any different content. I'm guessing if we think of something that would be better in that format, we can put it on TikTok. But then I would have thought we'd probably put it as a YouTube short as well, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Like some of those little clips and stuff are just like jokes, just little jokes and stuff. So they'll put them on TikTok and not like clog up the YouTube videos with those.
Yeah. And you've started a Twitch?
Yeah, so initially I started a Twitch account just to watch other people on Twitch and sort of join in the chat, and I called it Everyday Food Reviews because I noticed there were people in our Discord who were streaming, so I thought I'll go on and chat in the Twitch chat and stuff. So
support them.
Called it Everyday Food Reviews, so it'd be recognisable. But then, since watching a few and talking to a few people, I thought, streaming actually sounds fun, and I'm not that... We had a comment today, actually, from Redman, who asked if we are fellow gamers, and I haven't replied yet. I thought I'd reply to the comments later while I'm sort of editing this video, or exporting this video. But yeah, it depends on your definition of gamer. I can spend a lot of time on games, but I wouldn't say I'm very good at them. I just enjoy playing them. So I've never sort of thought about streaming before, because it's like, what value do I sort of offer? Why would someone not just watch someone else play? Because there's people who are better at the games and certainly more exciting and enthusiastic than I am. It's when we get comments about me being boring or dull, it's like, it's not that I'm unaware of that, that's just who I am. I'm not going to pretend to be someone else for YouTube, that's just how I am. But yeah, I've streamed my favourite Amiga game, Yojo, and I completed that, and that's the first time I've played it in about 8 years. And other than that, I've just been streaming Diablo 3. It's been pretty fun.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Would you call yourself a gamer?
Probably. To what degree, I don't know. You know, there is a running joke that when I made a comment, and it was silly. I think I made allusions that, like, you know, a 4-hour session is a big session of gaming, and it was like, when you're about to turn, when you're turning 33 round the corner and you've got, a 40-hour-a-week job, and a girlfriend, and sometimes, a couple of hours can feel like a long time. I have been off today, to be fair, and I've been on it since 12 o'clock until we did the video at 5.
Yeah.
So, was it... No, sorry, half 10 I started. I came off for an hour on break with a mate of mine, so...
About 6 hours in all.
Yeah, but, I'll probably go back on it after tea and stuff. It can range. Yeah, like I say, it depends on my shifts. I do shift work, so it's not as easy as trying to fit a gaming lifestyle around a 9 to 5 when I know when I'm finishing work.
Yeah, I think someone commented on that, and I replied to the comment without watching the video back, because by the time they'd commented on you saying, "Oh, proper 4-hour gaming session," it was so long since we didn't done the video, I didn't realise that it was you who said it. So I replied to it, and I thought it must be something I'd said in the video, and I said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm nearly 30 and I work full time. I think the days of spending 14 hours straight on Diablo 2 with 4-pot noodles and empty bottles of various fluids to different levels. I think those days are long behind me, and I'm happy for that, to be honest. I don't think that was anything to be proud of.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd do it tomorrow. But I also want to earn. I also need to earn money.
Yeah.
So there we go. Something that we've not talked about, we mentioned that when we did the Monster Hydrosport, what was it called?
The blue one.
Yeah. There was Charger's the orange, Striker's the green. Do you remember what the blue one was? Striker was based on football, Charger was based on basketball. The blue one...
I think Charger was rugby.
I thought Charger was basketball and orange, but yeah, I could be wrong. Anyway, so...
I've got a laptop here, I don't know.
Yeah, so...
Hang Time.
Oh, Hang Time was the blue one on basketball, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Sound, yeah. So Monster Hydrosport, Hang Time. Monster did get back to us, and they said that... do you remember what they said?
Well, it was St. Helens Council who got back to us. It's been so long I can't remember now, but
basically they sent us a load of stuff. I did record a video. Monster did send me some goodies. They sent me 2 bottles of Hang Time, a couple of stickers, and I think it was a letter to say apologies.
Yeah, we'll play that clip because the clip's only a couple of minutes, and I've been meaning to sort of do a video where I explain like what the problem actually was and then put that clip up, but I've never I should have just done it, but then, it got to the point where it's like...
It was it'd be completely out of context now.
Yeah, so...
Because anyone new coming to the video, they've just seen me open a box of stuff from Monster to say sorry for something, so, yeah, just completely...
We'll put that in now. I can't remember the chemical, but it was one of the preservatives in there. There is a yeast that can grow on that preservative if the bottle's not sealed correctly, and it tastes particularly foul, but apparently it's completely harmless, and that's all it was. The St Helens Council took it away for analysis and contacted Monster, and Monster hadn't had any other similar complaints or anything, so it wasn't like a batch issue or anything like that.
Well, we had the same numbers, didn't we?
We had the same
batch number, so it was probably
But,
something like a machine didn't screw your top on straight away securely, or there was a pause in manufacturing for some reason, and that gave a little bit of time for the yeast to, to attach itself to the preservative and grow. So that's all it would have been. Yeah, you got one of the stickers.
One of the Monster stickers there.
Yeah, I got about 6 stickers, 5 or 6 stickers. I gave Sean 2 or 3 of them. Mine are still in a drawer somewhere. They'll go on something eventually. Okay, so...
But yeah, we'll sorry, just quickly, we'll play that clip now.
Hello everyone, I'm John, and this is Everyday Food Reviews. I've just got a package which I'm presuming is from Monster, to say sorry for our dodgy bottle. We don't know what we were getting. He sent us a letter just outlining what it was. That was a pathetic attempt to open the box. Cut my finger off. So let's see what's in it. So packaging. Monster, we got some Monster stickers. Nice. And they've sent me 2 bottles of Hang Time. Nice. Shame there's no other more loot, but you can't expect much else. No worries. Well, thanks very much for joining me. We'll see you next time.
And now we're back.
Back in the room. So yeah, final section now, because we anticipated we do what we do best. The video is super long and probably not very informative. So there you go.
So this is something. While I'm doing this, I think I'd already mentioned one of the points I've got here was that if there's anything specific you want to discuss or want us to talk about, then comment that on this video and we'll look at it in the next month in review, assuming it is something we carry on with.
And hopefully it's something we can talk about as well,
Yeah. Well, if it's something we can't, we can just reply to the comments. But if it's something you think might require some sort of long form discussion or something, and you want both of our thoughts,
if you want a full-on opinion, and a good chat about it, people do that in the Discord all the time, so that's great.
So, what I've got here is taurine, and you can see it's crystallized, it's white, it's just an amino acid. But someone on one of the comments said, I know from experience not to really reply to these comments a lot of the time, but someone had said taurine is what gives Red Bull its Red Bull flavour.
Yes, and it's like we've all heard rumours when we were kids of what else taurine is. Yeah,
well, I can't remember if I said it in one of our videos or not, but that rumour, taurine was originally isolated from bull semen, but it's never been sort of synthetic. It's always been synthesized artificially. Anytime it's an ingredient, it's been synthesized. It was originally isolated as a chemical and sort of studied from there, but it's never been used from there as an ingredient. It's always been synthesized. It's not been like refined from that.
You have a laugh and it's like, oh, taurine is just bull semen.
Could you imagine how expensive it would be to do that, though? But some people still believe that's what it is. And there's like a gram of it in a can of Red Bull,
Yeah.
and people believe that that's what it is.
It'd be the same. It'd be the same if it was like horse semen. It's like these things are used to breed prized, incredible animals, and you think that Red Bull are gonna put gram amounts in your energy drink? Nah, mate. Have a day off.
I mean, if it was only Red Bull, then you could understand why Red Bull's so much more expensive. But you know, it's in every energy drink, and not every energy drink tastes like Red Bull. You can see it doesn't dissolve completely. It's like sugar. You know, most of it will dissolve in cold water, but not quite. But it tastes of
We've alluded
nothing.
to the fact that Sean's, it was studied. Have we alluded to what you studied, or did we not want to say?
You could say
so Sean studied chemistry at university. We're not going to go into super specifics, but Sean knows a few of these things. So when someone says taurine is what gives it the taste, Sean goes,
well, it's not. Taurine doesn't taste of anything. It tastes maybe very, very slightly acidic, but then also the tub that I've been keeping it in is a tub. It's an empty tub of black peppercorns. So I think it's picked up a little bit of black pepper taste.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it tastes of nothing. You can have the powder on its own, and it tastes of nothing. So it's not what.
So you've just drank a glass of, dissolved bull semen, crystallized bull semen in a water.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I don't mind people knowing that I studied chemistry, but I think you've just ruined the joke now, because in a few videos, whenever I talk about chemicals or anything, I like to say I don't know, I'm not a chemist, because that's a nice little private joke for people who know.
Oh no, sorry, people I ruined the joke.
Like uni mates and stuff, if they watch it, but I don't know. The 4 people who watch this video are going to appreciate that now.
Yes.
The 4 people who are still watching.
Comments? Oh, so sorry. Just to finish that the little segment off. So what you just 100% clarify, that did not taste like Red Bull.
No.
Oh, brilliant.
No, it tasted very, very faintly of black pepper, maybe a little bit sour, but that could also be my tap water that tastes a little bit sour. I don't normally drink the water on its own, so it's hard to get a baseline, but it did not taste like Red Bull. I could have just said that, but I thought I'd be dramatic about it, because I know from experience, if somebody says something like that in the comments, and you say, no, that's not true, they just say, well, it is, though. And it's like, it's just a waste of time trying to have that discussion.
Was there any more comments?
I don't think there was anything we were going to address in this video. Not that I can remember off the top of my head. Well, one thing I would like to talk about, because I've seen this. I know a few videos we've done have been based on things that I've seen or John's seen on Facebook or something.
Mm-hmm. Book and Birds.
Yeah.
Sneak.
Yeah.
There's
a couple we've got coming up.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just need to wait for that to sync again. This one was running out of battery, so I've changed it.
Okay.
And now it's not pairing.
Technical difficulties.
Connected. It says connected.
Yeah, it's alright now. I think.
It's still coming through the phone.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there. Now it's connected. Okay. So this one, I'm going to start the screen recording, which is Command Shift 5, I've been told. Record entire screen. Is that recording? It's recording. So this is something I've seen advertised called survive mode, and a lot of the time when the things come in small sample packets, if it's going to be just a few quid, I'd consider buying it just for the sake of reviewing it. I know traditionally we've said, we'd review things that we'd be buying anyway, and for the most part we've stuck to that. But since we've started getting some referral money from energy drinks and a little tiny bit of ad money from YouTube, we can look at some other things that we wouldn't necessarily normally buy, because we can put that money back in. So this was a candidate for that, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it for a few reasons. I mean, it sounds interesting. High energy bar, enriched compact food. Sorry, you won't be able to see this, will you?
It's all right.
It's all right. Oh, am I okay? Do you mind not seeing it?
No,
I'll send you a link, and then you can look at it at the same time on the iPad.
Okay.
I'll just cut this.
So it's called survival mode.
Oh yeah. If you just Google it, survive mode, it's called. It's just survivemode.com.
By the way, if anyone wants to make a comment on my pink iPad case, it's because my girlfriend was taking it away for work once, and she was scared she was going to break it, so she just bought the cheapest iPad case she could at the duty free or whatever it was. I didn't choose it. She tells me I can take it off all the time, but it actually makes quite a good stand.
I realised I picked up this MacBook because it's my old one, and I thought I've not got any of my sort of personal info on it. But then I thought the last sticker I put on it, I might need to censor out.
Yeah.
Like, if that shows up on the camera, I'm going to need to censor that sticker out.
Just blur it. Yeah, you're good.
It's a...
If anyone wants to know what that sticker is, join the Discord.
Yeah.
Right, so survive mode. High energy bar, enriched compact food. Why does this look like food rations, man?
Well, that's kind of what they're going for. I've got some objective complaints and some subjective complaints. Subjectively, I don't care for their attitude, and I know that could be rather hypocritical, but
are they American?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Why do they look American, man?
Well, that's what I think that by some of the language on here, I think they're trying to target impressionable Call of Duty players and try and sort of garner a prepper mentality within the UK, which is something traditionally we don't have. That's more of an American mentality. There's nothing wrong with being prepared for things, don't get me wrong, but this idea that the apocalypse is going to start tomorrow, so we need to be prepared. Now, that they say that it's the ultimate survival food and it's got a 20 years shelf life, that is great, okay? But the amount of this that you would need to survive more than a few weeks is going to be hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth.
Shop now.
Yeah, it says that the extensive shelf life, you have nothing to lose by purchasing a box and storing it away for the next 2 decades. Now, that's great. Yep. But if I'm thinking that in 10, 15 years' time, there may be some sort of apocalypse, I'm not going to think, oh, well, it's okay, because I've got my 3 days supply of survive mode here. I would like to think that just in my kitchen I would have enough food to make it through a few days without going to the shops anyway. It's just practically, it's not going to last long enough in terms of eating it every day to, like, it's not going to last any longer than just the food you've got in your fridge on the day that things go wrong.
It tells you how many days. Kit number 1, 75 quid, last you 10 days.
That's for one person.
Yeah, I got that. Kit number 1, plus a lovely battle style case.
Yeah.
How much are they charging for that, man? It's 75 quid for just the kit 1. It's 120.99 for a number one kit and a max case.
We'll get to that in a minute because I've got the screen recording, haven't I?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. Camping. I can see it being more useful for camping
This is
and
why I asked if
adventure.
it's American. It's very American. You look at some of the pictures and it's like, you know, where is it? If I scroll down, it goes camping, adventure. Yeah, if you're climbing Everest, you're doing a trip around Antarctica, fantastic. You've obviously got
Yeah.
money to do a trip around Antarctica because it's always funded. So if you need to buy
Yeah.
yourself 30 days worth of rations, excellent. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sailing, yeah, great. You know, watertight packaging, perfect. Camping or hunt, you know, again, I was looking at camping and I thought hunting. Very,
Yeah.
you know, if you're, hunting bears in the US, perfect.
Although I'd say if you're hunting, you've not
You're
got much
probably a
faith
bit of
in.
a dab hand at sorting yourself out some food while you're out there as well.
Yeah, you've not got much faith in yourself as a hunter if you take rations with you to go hunting. Is what I
No.
would suggest. But yeah, pandemic.
Oh, and then they
That's the
jumped
one I've
on
got
it.
an issue with.
Pandemic. There
Well,
it is.
if you go to the about section, you will learn that they're all rich in nutrition and high energy, and the multivitamin bars are suitable for vegetarians. Now, that last time I was on here said vegans. No, there it is. Our multivitamin bars are vegan. We'll just click. We'll just can we open that in a new tab? No. No, we'll click on that in a second. Somewhere, here we go. The brand was created as a result of the recent and ongoing pandemic. Now, you might think, when we're on the previous page, you might think, well, if it's fine for sailing and camping, and why have you got an issue with it? Just one of 6 bullet points saying pandemic. Because they specifically created it for the pandemic, that's why. That's why I'm focusing on that one, because they say that that's specifically why they started it. Panic
What
buying
kind of
and
flavour is multivitamin flavour?
exactly that's a smaller issue. That's more.
Yeah, sorry, I'm jumping in on things I'm seeing
No.
for the first time, but
Yeah, the reasons to invest in survive mode, because it's an investment. It's a 20-year investment. Economic hardship. The UK currently fails to offer the security it once did. So you're going to invest in some food just in case you lose your job, and you can say to yourself, well, I might get evicted from my house, but at least I won't starve for 10 days because I've got £75 worth of survive mode. I just don't get it. Environmental effect, fuel crisis, employment opportunities, that's the same as economic hardship, I would have thought. Astronomical anomaly. That presumably
this is why survive mode has created highly discounted family packages ranging from a family of 4 to the individual Long Ranger. I want to see these packages now.
Oh, it's okay. So yeah, with that said, we'll go to the multivitamin one, and you'll see that this we've clicked on the link from. I've just gone back now and it's loaded in a different place. So the multivitamin bars are vegan. Shop. Let's buy a vegan multivitamin bar. Buy a single bar for £2.70, and we'll have a look at the ingredients. Multivitamin bar. Whole milk powder. That's pretty not vegan.
Oh, that's interesting.
The other thing with these is it's mostly, every flavour is mostly just wheat flour, palm oil, and sugar. It's wheat flour, palm oil, and sugar. Other more minor ingredients: glucose syrup, water, and salt. And then flavourings.
It doesn't
Flour,
even tell you, like...
palm oil, sugar, water, salt, and flavourings. That's it. And the multivitamin one has some multivitamins in there as well. Now, this is the part where I say I think it's aimed at, aspiring Call of Duty preteens. Appearance. The bar is in the form of a rectangular shape that promotes efficient packing. Survive Mode does not use artificial colours in any of their products. Your kit comes with equal-sized bars, each centrally scored, allow breaking into two parts. Interior. The high-energy food bar is a compressed, rigid product of essentially uniform composition. You know, they're trying to make it sound like some sort of military or scientific report, but it's just a lot of words and no information. It's just a load of nothing. And the they're not even universally applicable, because this one, for instance, says it is packaged in such a way that the kit consists of 360 packets, each packet containing 2 bars. It's not correctly punctuated either. Each bar scored to yield 2 equal portions. Now that's the other thing with this. I don't know what they consider a bar, because if you buy the single bar, it shows you a picture of the bar with 2 bars, and it says that each packet contains 2 bars, and yet in the corner there it clearly says 1 bar. So when you go to the nutritional information, if you can find it, here we go, the lipid content, protein content, moisture content, energy. The high energy compact food bar is designed to meet the daily average calorie needs of the human body, 2,100 calories. Like that's not 1 bar. Like, you could say that anything is designed to meet your caloric needs.
Well, then per 100 grams is 475 calories per 100 grams. Each of those packets is 120 grams.
Yeah.
So it's coming up a bit short of 2,000 calories.
Well, yeah, because it's designed to be 2,100 calories, but it doesn't tell you how many bars are designed to be 2,100 calories. Carbohydrates. The caloric density is made to be between 233 and 250 calories per 50 gram bar. You've just said a pack of 2 bars is 120 grams, so the bars are 60 grams, and it says 2,100 calories per unit. What's a unit? Presumably it's 10 of the 233 calorie bars, which is 5 packs. But we don't know, because they use the term bar interchangeably to mean a single bar from a pack of 2 bars or a single pack. They refer to that as a bar.
Yeah, because they say you have 3 bars a day. I'm looking at these packages for families, and it's like kit number 4 with a case, 500 quid. Sorry, I know you don't like me estimating prices. £491.99 quid. Sorry, £491.99p. It's three bars a day, isn't it? Mm-hmm. A 60-day supply, 180 bars. So, and a variety of flavours. Chocolate flavour, peanut flavour, and multivitamin flavour. Excellent. That's really what I want to be chewing on. So
that they're saying...
So for a 2-month supply...
Yeah.
It's just under 500 quid for one person.
And that's 180 bars.
180 bars.
So they're saying that you should have 3 packets a day, which is 6 bars a day, because in that context, when they say bar, they mean packet. There's 180 packets. So that's 6 bars a day, or 3 packets. And the bars are between 233 and 250 calories. 6 times 250 is 1,500, which is...
Wait, what?
600 calories short of what they say your daily amount of calories should be. So that they're saying that it's designed to meet 2,100 calories a day, but the amount that they tell you to have in a day is only 2/3 of that. That's the problem I've got. Like, not only is it difficult to work out what's a bar, whether it's 1 bars or 2 bars, that they're just lying about... They're misleading you because they're saying, oh yeah, it's 2,000 calories if you have the recommended amount, and the recommended amount is 6 a day, which is 1,500 calories or less, because it's only the higher calorie ones. I'm not sure which ones are higher in calorie, the multivitamin or the flavoured ones, because that's not completely clear either. But yeah, but based on all that, it's not something I could bring myself to do a video on.
No, and this brings us round to something that we've discussed. Like, we don't want to always be throwing money away on these things, because this is something that we couldn't recommend to people.
No.
It's not even something I think I'd want to show people me eating, to be honest.
No.
I wouldn't want to encourage anyone to get it, because they just... Cowboys is what I think. I read that and I look at that and I just feel like they're just trying to make a quick bit of cash. And that's why I asked if it was American. I feel like it's some jumped up, posh, corpo, Wolf of Wall Street dude trying to buy a Ferrari quicker than the next bloke.
Yeah. I mean,
and then laughing
the thing
down at a rubbish bar with all of his mates on how he made his money. That's exactly the impression I get.
Yeah, there's two things. There's one thing I don't like to do, which is just be negative about something for no good reason. Constructive criticism. If I'm going to be negative, I'd rather it be constructive criticism. The other thing I like to do is find the positives. Like, there's been things we've reviewed before that I've said I've not liked, but if you are in like the human food, I said I don't think it's for me. I don't really rate it. I can't see myself buying it, but I can see that it would appeal to some people. And Human Food actually sent me another box of 3 bars and said, thank you for doing such an honest review, we appreciate it. And that made me feel really good, because I felt like I was negative. But I think the fact that you try and be objective about something, and even if you don't like it, that you focus on the merits of it. If I was to do a video, I'd focus on the merits of it. It'd be good for camping. You can just chuck a few in. If you don't know exactly how many days you're going to be camping for, it's lightweight, it's efficient, it's high in calories. But then, Kendall mint cake ticks all those boxes if you just want, sugar and fat, which is all this is. It's not especially balanced or formulated. They've just got flour and palm oil and sugar and mixed it up and dried it out, and that's it. So there's not a lot of thought or care that's gone into it. There's more thought that's gone into the packaging and the presentation. They're lying about it being vegan, because it's not. It contains milk, unless it is vegan, in which case they're lying about the ingredients. I wouldn't put either past them.
We've set Sean off.
It's just that the whole thing, none of it adds up and none of it makes sense. And I didn't want to do a video on it knowing that it'd be negative, but I did want to just put it out there and say I've seen this. But I don't want to try and knock people who are trying something. I don't want to do a video on a small company who are trying and struggling, because that's not what you do. If you don't like them, just don't review them. Which is why most of our reviews you'll see are generally positive. Because if we don't like somewhere and we know we're not going to like it, we just won't do the video, because that's not what we want to... We don't want to bring that sort of negativity.
Sorry.
Don't mind being negative about McDonald's or KFC. I'm sure they're big enough to handle it, but it's a small YouTube channel. We want to be helping small businesses. This, I'm sure, is a small business, but it's not a small, struggling local business, because this business they've said specifically they're proud of the fact that they've been founded in order to exploit the pandemic.
Yep.
No, not in those words. I'm paraphrasing. You might say I'm being unfair.
They may as well have said, take this, alongside a potential vaccine that may be up and coming, and you won't turn into a lizard man.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative. If you want to defend, I mean, you could say that these are just honest mistakes, and it's someone who can't do maths, can't do nutrition, can't do the internet. In which case, I'd say that they shouldn't have started a business. And if these are honest mistakes, then and you see this video, sort out the mistakes. Send us a bar to review, and we'll review it.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I'm still torn even now doing it, and this won't be in the title or anything. This is just for the people who watch the channel. We're not trying to clickbait, not trying to tear anyone down. We try and build people up. But so I'm still a bit anxious about even doing this. So if you disagree or whatever, let us know in the comments or whatever, because I'm still anxious about even putting this out there. But I just felt like I needed to say something about it. That's all.
You needed to vent, didn't you, lad?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all we've got.
Yeah, but let us know if you like this format.
Yeah.
And if we should keep it up.
I think we've always wanted to be news presenters and debate presenters in the past. I have.
I think I say too often to be on like live TV or something.
Oh, just like a footballer then. But no,
yeah, we won't list the reasons why I shouldn't be a footballer.
Sorry?
I said we won't list the reasons why I shouldn't be a footballer.
Let us know in the comments. Give us some more talking points. We do love reading some of the stuff. Some of it's funny, some of it's just bizarre.
Yeah.
But no, we do enjoy interacting with you. So yeah, I think that's all we've got. Anything else to add?
I think I've talked enough, to be honest.
Yeah, you have. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.